Hi, my name is Dinesh Ghodke, and today we're going to talk about something that we do at least 10 times a day. We're going to talk about food and water. Let's say you're 70 kgs on an average. You know, you have close to 37 trillion cells in the body. That's a big number. That is 37,000 billion cells, which is more than 4,000 times the number of people on the planet. That many cells in the body. And each cell requires three things. One is water, second is glucose, and the third is oxygen. Water is required by your system. All the cells operate, all the cell functions in a water medium. So best to start your day with 2 or 3 glasses of warm water. If you're lazy, room temperature is also okay, but best to put in a few drops of lemon in it. That alkalizes the system. But best is, that you drink alkaline water itself. Because 80% of our body is alkaline, 20% is acidic. But our food and water is the other way around, 80% acidic and 20% alkaline. How do you make water alkaline? Overnight in a jar of 2-3 liters of water, put a few slices of cucumber and a few pieces of lemon. Let it soak overnight. During the next day, you drink all that alkaline water, not with your food, but separately. Then you go for a walk, you do some asanas. That will make the water flow through the intestines and the excretion of the waste will be much better, much more efficient. And during the day, between any 2 meals, have 1 liter of water. That will ensure that the digestion is better and excretion is also better and absorption by the body is also better. And food and water you should always eat and drink sitting down, not while standing. Because when we are standing, there is a different nervous system. The fight or flight system is active. It is not the rest and digest system. That happens when you are sitting and when you are relaxed. You ask all the elders in the family, they will say, "Beta, baith ke pani piyo, sit and drink water. Otherwise, it will cause arthritis, otherwise it will go into your legs." All sorts of explanations they will give, but the scientific explanation is that the body will absorb the water better when you sit and drink. Next, let us come to food. Food is a source of energy. But how many times when you have food, you feel refreshed? Usually, after eating, you want to find the bed. Yeah? For this, we need to be aware of what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, and how to eat. First and foremost, many a times it is wrongly said that the biggest meal of the day should be your breakfast. I think this was a marketing strategy by the cereal companies. See, you're breaking a fast. Overnight you've not had anything. Whenever you break a fast, you do it gently by having some fruits. That will make the stomach ready for whatever you're going to use or abuse it for the rest of the day. So have some fruits. Better to have some colored fruits, different colored fruits, at least 3 colored fruits. That will give you all the micronutrients and the vitamins that is required by the body. And always leave a gap about 20 minutes after your fruits, because fruit takes that much to digest. Then you can have whatever meal that you have, and between any 2 meals, have a gap of at least 3 hours and not more than 6 hours. Okay, this is what Ayurveda says. Because in between, if you keep snacking, even if you eat 1 cashew nut, what happens? The entire digestive system starts again. The whole system starts. So glucose is getting into the bloodstream, and the pancreas will secrete insulin, and insulin is like a bully hormone. It will not let any of the other hormones work. So growth hormones go down, which means fat loss and muscle growth will not happen properly if you keep snacking in between. So the advice to eat every 2 hours, it's not a good idea. Okay, not the ancient science of Ayurveda and the new cutting-edge research does not support this. So have a gap of 3 hours between your meals and not more than 6 hours unless it is the night meal. in which case intermittent fasting is excellent. So your night dinner should not be later than sundown. Because what happens once the sun goes down, sun affects the human system, the circadian rhythm a lot. Yeah? So the metabolism becomes very sluggish. So at that time, if you put food in, it is going to sit into the stomach for a much longer time. The body is going to take a lot of energy to digest, and this will create more lethargy and laziness in the system. Very important is you touch the food that you eat. No, eating with a knife or a fork, what happens? There are many tactile sensations that happen that send signals from the fingers to the brain. So when you are touching a steel spoon, the signal that the brain is getting is steel is coming in, come on, start your digestion. No, that's not the signal that you want to give. When you are touching food, the fingers tell the brain whether it is carbs, whether it is proteins, whether it is fats, what sort of food is coming in, and it sort of preps the stomach to digest that. And as much as possible, chew your food. 20 times, 32 times, 50 times, the more amount of time you are going to chew the food, the lesser amount of energy the stomach is going to use to digest it. If you notice, all the animals who are strong and who have stamina, they will chew the food a lot. All the herbivorous animals, you will notice the cow, it will chew the food. The horse, the elephant, all the beasts of burden, the mule. If you notice, they have strength, they have stamina because they chew the food, then the body absorbs it much better. Non-vegetarian, the carnivorous animals, they have a lot of explosive power, but they don't have strength, they don't have stamina. If you want that in your life, well, chew the food, eat it slowly, eat it happily. Because if you're going to eat while talking and while worrying about something or planning about your next task, then that is going to create a lot of vata in the system. And that creates its own aches and pains and issues in the body. We have made a different video how to handle vata in the system. And how do you know whether the food that you're eating is good for you? We have a simple technique which we have mentioned in our book Happiness Express, which is you become your own diet detective. I want you to be a detective. Okay, is this food stuff good for me? What to do? You eat the food and then wait, observe, watch. After 1 hour, how do you feel? If you feel energetic and vibrant and light, then that food is good for you. But after 1 hour of eating that particular food stuff, you feel heavy and lethargic and sort of dozing off, sleepy, then that food is not so good. Immediately, you are going to feel good. You like that tasty snack, you like that gulab jamun, immediately you're going to feel on top of the world. But 1 hour later is what the body will tell you what food is good for you, what is not good for you. One simple thing about food is minimize the food that comes out of a packet or out of the fridge. Eat fresh food, freshly cooked, and you will notice that's how you're going to feel when you eat that food. We talked about acidic and alkaline food. We have depicted that very beautifully in a chart in our first book, Ready, Study, Go. Please buy it, read it, and enlighten yourself on this topic. One very subtle and powerful knowledge about food and water is when to have it. And that indication your body will give you through the breath. Whether the right nostril is working or the left nostril is working. And this subtle and powerful knowledge you should only hear from an enlightened master, from a guru. You should hear Gurudev speak about it either in the Upanishads or in the Vigyan Bhairav, and that can make a huge difference to your health and to your happiness. So like and share this video with everyone you know, and subscribe to our channel BND TV and hit that bell icon so that you get a notification every time we upload a new video and you don't miss anything. So look out for more wonderful stuff on BND TV. Jai Gurudev.